I am down in, what would this be? Middle Plum Creek, here in Independence. And I'm at the Shabilla farm, and they have a very special guest that has been here for most of the year. And this is Tamara, and what is your last name?
Todorovic.
Say that again?
Todorovic.
Whoa, okay. And tell us where you're from.
I'm from Serbia, from a town called Zaječar.
Okay.
And I've been here since middle of August, right? Yeah, August.
And when do you go home again?
11th June.
Okay. Well, you still got plenty of time then.
Yeah, like 2 months. And a half.
Okay. So we're just going to have a little conversation today and find out about Serbia and maybe how things are different between Serbia and Independence, Wisconsin. Can you show us on the globe where Serbia is, just in case there's people that aren't sure?
So it's right there.
Okay, and that used to be part of Yugoslavia, am I correct?
Yep.
Okay. And so how long has it not been part of Yugoslavia?
Oh my goodness. So Serbia was in Yugoslavia for at least like a couple of like more than like 20, 30 years. But it like some of the countries that have been part of it broke off of it like during the time. And Serbia and other country, Montenegro, were in Yugoslavia until 2006. So and that's when Serbia got this like independence and again tried like became the Republic of Serbia.
Okay. So why don't you reach over there and grab that flag? Okay, Serbian flag. Red, white, and blue.
Yep.
And you said the lettering on both sides of the eagle.
Yep.
That is an S?
In Serbian, yeah.
Okay. And so what kind of alphabet do you use?
We use Cyrillica, which is, so Serbian people are Slavic people. And we came from the Russian. So the Cyrillica, which is used in most of the Slavic languages, is also like similar to Russian and Russian languages. So, yeah.
So when you came here, you had to learn to write in a whole new alphabet.
Oh, we also we write with Cyrillica and Latinica, and Latinica is which is basically just alphabet.
Okay.
So I knew it from like really young age. Too.
Okay. Show us again now. There's a double-headed eagle on there.
Yeah, there's a double-headed eagle, and I don't know how to show that, but the wings of it. That is how you write the S in Serbian.
Oh, okay.
And the middle part is when Serbia was a kingdom, like more than 100 years ago, like hundreds of years ago.
Okay.
That's the flag of the kingdom, I would say.
Okay, so it's the two eagles and the crown.
Yeah.
But you don't have a king now.
No, not anymore. Serbia was a kingdom, and it was also empire for a long time.
Okay.
More than 100 years it was an empire, and after that it was a kingdom again, and the kingdom broke because Serbian people wanted to have how do you say that word? They wanted democracy, and they didn't want one person to rule the entire
like a dictator.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's great.
Yep.
So what do you think of the United States? Well, you haven't seen all of it, but you've seen Wisconsin.
I mean, for Wisconsin, it's really cold. It's extremely cold, and I'm not a huge fan of that. I get used to it over time, but not a fan. I think it's a huge country, and the Serbia is actually just half of a Wisconsin.
Okay. Oh, small. Yeah.
It's really small.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how cold does it normally get in Serbia?
Like, we didn't have like a lot of snow like a couple of past years. So like usually gets, I don't know how much that is in Fahrenheit, but it's like never gets like below like 30-ish
Okay.
Fahrenheit, I would say.
So it's a more moderate climate.
Yeah.
And-
But our summers are really, really hot. Sometimes it gets like 110 degrees
Oh
over
my.
summer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, our summers can get hot and humid too, but apparently it gets a lot colder over here. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, takes some getting used to.
Yeah, absolutely.
So come sit down here by me for a minute and we'll just do a little more talking about your country. Now, how did you happen to wind up here in Independence?
So we don't really get to choose. We apply to program, and we don't get to choose which country, like which state we're gonna be in. We don't get to choose our host families. They get to choose us. Sort of. So you do application, and the application is really, really long. Takes a long time to just apply to this program, and after that, I think it's like middle of April, May, when host families get to like pick a student that they want to host for that year, and I guess Shabilla's just picked me.
Well, that was lucky then.
Yeah,
wasn't it?
absolutely.
Yes. Have you fit in pretty well down here?
I mean, I do think so. It's a lot different from the way that I live back home, because I live in a city.
Okay.
I never see a farm.
Well, this was probably really different, wasn't it?
I can never I saw a lot of, I saw horses, I saw stuff like that, but I never see cows in person. Like I know how cows look, but I never see them in person. And now here, everyone has a cow.
So is your hometown, is it a pretty big town? A lot of people?
Yeah, I would say there's more than 50,000 people.
Okay, that's pretty good size then, isn't it? So this is a change, being here in
change.
Middle Plum Creek.
Yeah.
Have you gotten used to all the animals here?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. I love animals, and I'm so grateful that I get to like spend time with them and just
Okay.
It's therapeutic, sort of.
So now you're going to high school in Whitehall, and are you considered a senior?
Yeah.
So, but I was told that when you go back to Serbia, you still do another year of school.
So I'm actually junior back home.
Okay.
But I'm a age of the senior, because we don't start first grade when we were 6. Some kids start when five
Oh,
here.
okay.
I don't really know, but we start when we were 7. So
okay. So you'll have one more year.
Yep.
And then what do you plan on doing?
I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. I've been interested in a lot of science, but on the other hand, I'm really good with languages. So maybe political relations or something like that.
How many languages do you speak?
I speak Serbian, Bulgarian, because my mom is Bulgarian, and English, and that's what I'm fluent in. And I've been learning a lot of German, because my grandma lives in Germany, and Italian, that I'm not really good in.
Yeah.
And since I got here, I started learning Spanish, because that's the only language they offered me in school.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, that's a lot. You keep all those languages straight? You don't confuse them?
Oh, I do. A lot, a lot.
Oh.
And there are a lot of similar words in every single language. And sometimes I remember the word in one language, but I don't remember the other. Or I just forget how to say one thing in every language. So that's exhausting.
Yes, I imagine. Where did you get to learn to speak English so well?
We started learning English in school when we were really young, since we were 7, since first grade, I think, we started learning English. But
Wow, well, that's good.
Yeah.
The earlier you learn a language, the easier it is.
Yeah, absolutely. And I had I was pretty fluent before I came here, but I did have some trouble, just understanding people because of accents, and I still cannot understand a lot of accents and how people talk, but I think I got better in it.
But I think that it's one thing to study a language and learn it, but to be able to understand it when it's spoken to you, that can be tough.
Yeah, absolutely. Another thing is when they say if you know a couple of languages, you're not completely fluent in any of them. So
sure.
Yeah, that's hard too.
Yeah, but you've learned a lot here.
Yeah.
Okay. Are there any things around here that are similar to where you live in Serbia?
I don't know.
Or is it all different?
People are very welcoming. That's the similar
That's
thing.
good.
Yeah, and I had great time when no one was ever rude to me here, and everyone was really, really welcoming. But it's different mentality of the people, different like ways of communicating, of course, and just different like approach to like new things. I would say. I don't know. It's just the mentality of people and how we like socialize. It's really different. I cannot like if you had to like ask me how to explain it, I cannot. I really don't know.
So when you are in Serbia, what kind of things do you do for fun? What kind of sports?
I was playing volleyball for a long time, and we don't have sports in school. So if you play sport, you have to get into a club that teaches you that sport, and you have to play it. But no, in school we don't. You can play it if there's like school against school, but we don't have practices in school.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's really different here, and here sports are a really big thing.
Yeah, they really are. So what kind of sports do they have in Serbia? Do you do skiing and things like that?
They do skiing somewhere, but not when I'm around, I would say. I did learn how to do it like really, really young. My dad insisted that. But we don't really like count it as a sport. It's just like your hobby. You do it like once a year when there's like a little bit of, tiny bit of snow.
Okay.
And that's about it. And it's a soccer. Soccer is a huge. Here, we don't even call it soccer. We call it football.
Right.
Because that's our football.
Yeah. So did you watch the Packers on television here, the football?
Yeah. Yep.
Did you learn how to understand the game?
When I was a cheerleader, we had to like watch the whole game. You have to like stand there, you watch a game. And I did not understand anything that's going to happen. And it was really boring in the beginning, but after, I like had to like pick up the things and how you do it and stuff. And it was really fun. And yeah, I got it. It was really fun. I understand basics of it right now.
Sure.
Yeah.
And you said you were a cheerleader?
Yep.
And that was for the football team?
Yeah.
And you enjoyed that? Did you do that in
loved
Serbia?
it. No, we don't have cheerleading at all. So that's why I wanted to try it.
Yeah. Now you said your mother's from Bulgaria.
Yep.
So how did she get to Serbia?
So the city where I live in, it's really close to Bulgaria, and it's just generational thing. And my mom got there when she was really, really young. So she's been in Serbia her whole life. But her mom taught her Bulgarian and it's kind of similar languages.
Yeah.
And my mom taught me Bulgarian when I was really young too. But she did not taught my sister. Neither my dad.
So do you go to Bulgaria to visit?
We don't really have a lot of family there, and even if we do, we're not really close to them. But we go sometimes, and we have land there, but not a lot.
Okay.
Not a lot.
Where would you go for a vacation?
Me and my family go to vacation in Greece, like basically every summer. Every Serbian person goes to Greece.
Oh, they do, huh?
Yeah. Yep. So yeah, every summer is Greece.
Okay. Now, I have neighbors that went bicycling in Croatia, and that's close to you, isn't it?
Yeah.
Really nice places, and people are very friendly.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. So what kind of things, you're not sure what you want to study after you get out of school? No ideas yet. Well, that's okay. You're young. I don't think people should be pushed into doing something till they...
I don't know. I think everyone has to figure it out, and I don't.
Yes,
So.
at their own speed.
Yep.
Yeah. Is there something here that you really liked?
I like the animals a lot. I love how everyone has a dog. I think that's really fun. I don't have a dog back home. No. I really, really want to get one, but we can't.
Why, you're not allowed?
And we don't really have a house that will allow us to get a dog.
Oh,
that
okay.
much. And my dad's not a fan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I have a cat. And he does not get along with any other people, even people, let alone animals.
Okay.
So.
So what is the thing that you liked most about the high school?
I do like how everyone is connected. Like it is a really like good community, and everyone will help each other out, which is not really like in like bigger cities. I would say. I like how everyone is so proud to be in Whitehall. Everyone is so proud to be a Norse. Yeah, and I do like that. We don't really have school is not like huge part of our lives. Like people here spend a lot of time in school. Like the other day, Tuesday, I was 13 hours in school, like for 13 hours.
13 hours in school. Why were you there for so long?
First I had school, then after that I had practice. I do track, and after that we had musical.
So you spent a lot of time there.
Yep.
So what time do you get up and go to school if you're in Serbia?
Back home, so my school starts at 8, similar to here, but we don't really have to be on time because none of the professors are on time. And we don't have teachers in high school, we have professors.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and my classes are 45 minutes long, not an hour long as here. And before that, in top of, how do you say that word? Between each class you have 5 minutes break, but we're allowed to go outside.
Oh.
And we have lunch, but lunch is not provided by school, and we can go, it's an open campus kind of thing, and we're allowed to leave the school grounds whenever we want to. And even if you don't want to be at the class, you don't have to be in the class. Like
Really?
you can just go home.
Oh.
Yep.
And nobody gets upset, huh?
Oh, I mean, you get a market absent, but
Yeah.
no one really. It's not that huge thing as it is here.
Okay.
Yeah.
They
So
don't-
I kind of had a problem with that.
You did?
Yep.
There were days you didn't want to go?
Yeah, and I just back home I didn't have to go if I didn't want to, but here you just have to go.
Well, that is a difference.
Yep.
What about food? Do you like the food in America?
Honestly, it took me a long time to get to adapt to a food here, and it tastes really differently. And I mean, my host mom is really good cook,
Oh,
so
yeah.
I get to eat really good. But like outside of that, I'm not really a huge fan of the food.
What kind of food do you have in Serbia?
I mean, we eat a lot of meat, but we eat a lot of just fresh stuff, I would say. Maybe that's just my family. I cannot speak for everyone else, but with every meal we eat a lot of fresh fruit or vegetables. And here everything is just prepared. Like you get it from cans or you get it from like already prepared from somewhere.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when you go to your stores there, do people shop like every day for food then? To get it fresh?
Yep. Yeah, we don't like my family tried to go to grocery shopping like once a week, but on top of that we go every day to like get the vegetables or fruit or something
Okay.
like that. Yeah.
I know that's what they do in Europe. Lots of people don't have refrigerators, so they just buy their fresh food every day.
Yeah, we have refrigerator, but we're not like use it for like just store things, and it's just like I don't really know how to say that, but it's just like I'm not gonna eat this right now. I'm gonna save it for later. You're gonna put it in the fridge. You're not put it there to stay a month there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what about all the pizza that we eat in this country?
No.
Don't like pizza?
No, I'm not a huge fan.
Oh,
No.
okay.
No, I tried Italian pizza, like the real pizza. So this is just odd. I would say. Yeah.
So over the winter, did you go to the ice fishing contest?
I did. Yeah, it was really fun, and it was my first time ever seeing people, like, you dig a hole in the ice
Yeah.
and you fish through it.
Right. So did you try fishing?
I tried, and I didn't catch anything, and I got really bored after like half an hour, so I just went inside because it was really, really cold outside.
Yeah, it was a chilly day.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's a little different. Maybe people ice fish in Serbia where you live?
No.
No?
It's not really that cold
Oh.
for ice to get that thick
Okay.
and for people to be able to fish inside of it. And there's a lot of people just fishing just on regular basis, but it's on a river or on lakes. I don't think we have a lot of fish in lakes.
Okay. So what is the countryside like in Serbia? Is it flat or hilly? Or?
The north of the Serbia, it's really flat, and it's called Vojvodina. And it is really, really flat, and that's when we grow our crops. It's mostly sunflower because Serbia produces a lot of sunflower oil. That's when we don't use butter. We use sunflower oil.
Okay.
Yeah. And here people use a lot of butter.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, this is the dairy state.
Oh, yeah. And wheat, corn. Not a lot of corn. Not as much corn as it here. Here's
Right.
everything is just corn.
Yeah.
Then it's more on the south, like south of the country, it's a lot of mountains.
Okay.
So there's a lot of skiing there, and not a lot of just, you cannot grow stuff on mountains really. And people do a lot of, they keep sheeps on those mountains, and it's pretty just separated from all over the country, I would say.
So what can you tell me what things are part of Serbia's economy? Is there anything that they produce in
We
particular?
produce a lot of raspberries.
Raspberries.
Yeah, we're third biggest, like largest producer of raspberries in world.
Wow.
Yeah. The other day, I was in Walmart one day, and I picked the raspberries. I don't know why, and there was like the Serbian flag on the raspberries.
Really?
So, yeah, you can buy Serbian raspberries. Yeah.
Who'd have thunk? Well, that's great. Next time I buy raspberries, I'm going to look and see where they came from. I was expecting you were going to tell me, yeah, we make cars or motorcycles or something, but it's raspberries.
I don't think we do, to be honest. No.
So I know that there was a lot of political change over in your part of the world when it was Yugoslavia, and then things changed, and the smaller countries, the ones around you, I'm trying to think, that would be like what, Montenegro and Croatia?
Yep.
What's another one? Is it Slovenia?
Bosnia.
Oh, Bosnia?
Yeah.
Okay.
And North Macedonia.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, if you're going to go on a vacation from Serbia, where would you go?
My family, we do a lot of traveling, but mainly if it's summer, we go visit my grandma in Germany. And me and my cousins went there a lot. And if it's like other part of the summer, we go to Greece.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Some people do Montenegro, but my family's not a fan. My dad lived there, and he's not a huge fan of Montenegro.
No?
I don't know why.
And what places have you been since you've been here in Wisconsin? Have you got a chance to travel around?
First, when I was, I've been to Nashville, Tennessee.
Oh, wow.
That was amazing, and that's probably my favorite place I've been to here. Yeah, I loved it.
What did you like about Nashville?
I'm obsessed with cowboy boots, and I'm obsessed with cowboy things, so I'm a huge fan of Nashville. And everyone just wear cowboy boots, and everything is just like cowboy-ish, I don't know, country.
They always say that Nashville is the place to buy boots.
I know.
Yeah. So did you load up on boots?
Of course I did, yeah. And I even bought the hat, too.
Oh, my goodness. Make sure you wear that on the plane when you go home.
Yeah, I will have to. I don't know how to pack that.
Yeah, you don't want to just sit on it.
Yeah.
That would be wrong. I'm sure you miss your family. Do you have brothers and sisters?
I have a sister. She's 4 years younger than me. And I would say we're not the closest siblings, but because of the age difference, it's just really weird. But I do miss her a lot. And I don't know, she's just a little version of me, I would say. I don't know. I miss hanging out with her. But, yeah.
Do you think that she would enjoy coming to the U.S.?
I'm not really sure. I don't think so.
No?
Nope. My sister's a really just city girl.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, we are pretty much in the country
Yeah.
here.
I don't know if she'll enjoy it or not.
So, of all the animals here on the Trempealeau farm, and they have quite the menagerie, a lot of different kinds, is there any ones that you really like?
Oh my goodness. I love dogs.
Okay.
My favorite is Charlie.
Yep.
But I don't know. I love donkeys.
Yeah, they are
I cannot
pretty
pick
cute.
my favorite. No.
Yeah,
That'd be
that's tough.
rude.
And now this morning you were just over visiting the farm, the Kurth farm, and seeing the lambs.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That was amazing. They're the most adorable creatures ever. Just, I don't know. They were born like a day ago, I think so.
Uh-huh.
They're just so small, and they're the little tails, and it's adorable. I love it. And I'm so grateful I get to see stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's real different, isn't it? Yes, they do have, Kim's got so many different kinds of animals here.
Yeah.
Yeah, just love it. When you go back to Serbia, now you're going to have another year of school, and then would you like to go to the university?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm just not sure of my major yet.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but absolutely, I'll go to university.
Okay. And is there one in your hometown?
No. If I go to university, I will probably go to Belgrade. That's the capital
Uh-huh.
of the Serbia. But I may be thinking Slovenia or Hungary for university. I'm not really sure.
Okay, so you've got a lot of options.
I mean, yeah.
Okay, well, that's good. So have you been to Belgrade?
Oh yeah, a lot. My family, we go to Belgrade like every other weekend.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Well, you go there for shopping, or?
We don't have to. We have I mean, in my town we have a lot of just stores and shops, I would say. But yeah, we go there because we have a lot of friends there. I have really close friends there, and it's just nice to just change up the scenery once in a while. I would say.
Okay. So if you were going there for shopping, is there anything special that you buy in Belgrade?
I mean, not really. Not really. We mostly the Serbian people. We just love to sit in a coffee shop.
Oh.
And people here don't do that.
No.
At all.
Well, maybe a little bit, but not like they do in Europe. No.
We would just sit there for like, after I finished school, me and my friends will just go to a coffee shop and sit there for another like 3 hours. Maybe order 1 or 2 coffees.
Yeah.
And that's about it. We will just sit there, talk and talk and talk, and then we go home.
That's nice, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's really nice. And that's the most thing that I miss off. Like, that's the thing I miss the most. Yeah. And just like hanging out with people like that. And I don't know. Like, people here do hang out, and there's a lot of places to like socialize with them. But it's just, I don't know. I miss my way.
It's different.
Yeah.
Yeah. Spend more time here probably in school, like with sports and things.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you met a lot of kids here?
I think I met everyone here.
Okay.
Yep. And even if I didn't, they know me, but I don't know if I know them. Yeah.
And you have another friend that's here from Serbia that's in Milwaukee.
Yeah, so she's my best friend since like kindergarten.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, we go to elementary, like middle school together, and we go to high school together. And we hang out every day. And we applied to a program in the same time. And we were like, if you got accepted, I will not be mad. I would just be so grateful for you, but I'm gonna cry. For me and for you. Well, we both got accepted, and she was placed in Milwaukee, and I'm placed here, which is like in Wisconsin, which is crazy. And we could have got like any other state, but we were both placed in Wisconsin. Yeah.
Had you heard of Wisconsin before you came here?
If I'm being honest, no.
No, well, I don't. I don't expect you to. So you probably wondered, where in the world are they sending me?
Yep.
Yeah.
It was really scary. When I first heard that some family took me, I was in a bus, and I was on my way from Belgrade to Zagreb, actually. And I was all alone, and there was a really old man sitting beside me, and I just got an email, and I looked at it, and I was like, oh my God, I'm placed somewhere, like someone took me. I'm so excited, but I don't know who to tell. Like, I was so excited. I just look at him like, I got a family. He's like, okay, good for you. He had no idea what I'm talking about, but he was happy for me.
Well, we're certainly glad you're here. It's always benefits our community, I think, when we meet people from other societies, other countries.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I hope when you go back to Serbia, you tell people that you did have a good time, and maybe Americans are not as crazy as some Europeans think we are. We don't always have a good reputation, I guess, but I hope most people over there, how do they think of America? Are they positive toward it?
I mean, my dad was really excited for me to go here, but my grandpa, he was really against it.
Oh,
like,
really?
Why you want to go there?
Oh, do you think it was too far away?
He think I was really far away, and he did not heard a lot of good stuff about American people, but I'm just glad that I can tell him that it's not like what he thinks it is, and they're just amazing people.
Well, good. That's really nice. Yeah. So, anyway, I'm not very good at selfies, but we're going to try. So thank you very much for sharing your experience here. And I'm going to find some pictures of Serbia to add to this program. And I'm glad you're here, but I hope you come back again. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.